and thought, you know who would be a great person to get money from is Mr. Jim Glines. So I wrote a poem, I walked it over to him, I read it to him, and he wrote me a check on the spot. So I changed the poem a little because I wanted to tell you guys, well, first of all, thank you guys. You guys are all seriously amazing for being team captains and doing all you do for this. So it really touches a lot of people, it touches me a lot. So I wanted to tell you why I relay. So why do I relay? Why do I relay? Where do I start? Cancer has touched my soul and my heart. So here's my story. Please hear me out. It happened to me. My story has clout. I was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago. As you can imagine, it was quite a blow. Cancer has touched my kin, my dad, my sister, my brother, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and my stepmother. Some have lived through it, some laid to rest, but every one of them fought their very best. I beat that cancer in its hiding place with friendships and treatment and amazing grace. Here is a condensed version of my treatment so you know it did not beat me. It was super scary though. First was surgery, a lumpectomy, and they took a lymph node, the first step in my cancer fighting mode. Then there was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Each day that I waited was devastating. My node was cleared, hip hip hooray, but they did an Oncotype DX test, another delay. This was to decide if chemo would be needed, and it turns out it was. Everyone conceded. So I started chemo and lost my hair. There was no alternative for my health care. My body ached, but I had no choice. I tried to stay positive and simply rejoice. Chemo went on for 3 months, and I got to know what an incredible place Mission Hope is to go. Don't get me wrong, avoid it if you can, but after having treatment there, I am a big fan. It was not just chemo, let me try explaining. There is blood work and injections. It is all very draining. There is steroids and anti-nausea meds. It's hard to keep track of what you're putting in your body to be on the attack. Next to the first floor was my destination for 35 treatments of radiation. Monday through Friday, you go to get burned, and aloe vera is needed, it is soon learned. And let me tell you, there is no words to describe the fear and emotion that you feel down inside. Will you end up living through this abyss? And how do you tell your kids about this? I got through it, and that stupid cancer is gone. My hair has grown back, and I carry on. I am now on a Relay for Life team because a cure for cancer is what I dream. Cancer has touched my life and my loved ones too, so fighting back is what I need to do. I also relay for countless others, for all those children, uncles, aunts, and mothers. I relay for friends, neighbors, and all who battled this plight. In the past, the present, and the future who will face this fight. Why do I relay? I hope you can see what Relay for Life now means to me.